ops troll me, my fans troll me, and they lie on me. Wait, this is the biggest lie.
Wait, I was gonna ask you what's the biggest lie you ever heard about yourself. But
The big-
I want to say this first. They was saying something about you hiding in a trash can.
That's the biggest lie I ever heard about.
I know it.
That's the point where I'm at. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I swear to God, if I hit in the trash, if I did this, I would have said it. That never happened. It wasn't no trash can in sight.
Okay.
All I did was, you feel me, bent a corner. It was shots going on. I bent the corner right there, and I got out the way. Any nigga, I didn't drop those niggas. Mm-hmm. When shots go off, I promise you, we can drop some shots right now here. Ain't nobody gonna stand right here.
No. I don't want to do that. Okay.
I'm just being real. I let off shots right now, and nigga gonna run. I'm not gonna stand there when I don't got no blick. You feel?
But that's where it could go back to, like I said, like, it was that loss right there that, like, I could lose somebody today and it hurt me. You feel me? Like, but I swear, like, I don't feel like I've been broken, like, since that day. Like, that shit, I really, like, I ain't gonna lie, I really cried real tears, like, for weeks about that shit. Like, that was really my friend, bro. Like,
nah.
Like, I couldn't do nothing to help him when that shit happened. So that shit really just, like, hurt me, bro. Like, more than anything, you know, like, of course, niggas gonna make jokes and say little clown shit, making up fake rumors and shit. But you feel me? Nigga let niggas say whatever because niggas know really what the truth is. You feel me?
Yeah. Does it bother you when you see that, or did you just kind of let it go after a while, or
like when I see like motherfuckers like trolling, making up fake rumors and shit? I mean, I wouldn't say it bothered a nigga, but like, of course, it make a nigga like say something like, nigga, like, quit capping on my name, like, you feel me? Like, especially like who it's coming from type shit. Yeah, like, of course, a nigga did something about that. You feel me? Like, a nigga felt the way.
What Lil Sheik is basically saying is that people online are turning survival into cowardice, and in real life, those are two completely different things. A lot of people sitting behind phones act like every dangerous situation is supposed to end like a movie scene. But reality doesn't work that way. If somebody suddenly pulls up with weapons and you don't have any way to protect yourself, your first instinct is usually going to be survival. You can't expect somebody with no protection to stand there and sacrifice themselves just to satisfy the internet's definition of toughness. The rumor about him hiding in a trash can is the part people keep joking about online. But the deeper conversation should really be about awareness, preparation, and understanding the kind of environment you're living in. In street culture, people always talk about loyalty, standing tall, and never running. But the truth is, most people are going to react off fear and instinct once chaos breaks out. Fear is human nature. Survival is human nature. And when somebody is unprepared while the other side is fully equipped, the odds already changed before the situation even started. One of the biggest lessons from this situation is awareness. If you're involved in dangerous environments or constantly around conflict, awareness becomes your first layer of protection before anything else. Even if you don't have anything to defend yourself with, simply paying attention can buy you valuable time to react. A head start can save your life. Paying attention to suspicious activity, unfamiliar cars, strange behavior, or changes in the atmosphere around you matters more than people think. Most dangerous situations usually give warning signs before they happen, but people often miss them because they're distracted, too relaxed, or not paying attention to their surroundings. Reaction time matters more than people realize. Sometimes, the difference between safety and tragedy can come down to only a few seconds. If you notice danger early enough, you at least give yourself a chance to escape the situation before it gets worse. But if you're completely caught off guard and have nowhere to move, now you're relying almost completely on luck. That's why so many older people who survived difficult environments constantly preach the importance of staying alert and never becoming too comfortable. At the same time, situations like this also show how unpredictable dangerous lifestyles can become. When somebody chooses to stay involved in conflict-filled environments, they also have to understand that every decision carries risk. People can't control the intentions of others. If there's ongoing tension, unresolved issues, or problems surrounding certain individuals, moving carelessly can lead to life-changing consequences. A lot of people underestimate danger simply because nothing happened the day before, but life doesn't always send warnings ahead of time. One careless moment can affect families and communities forever. Another important point is that survival matters because somebody needs to be able to explain what happened afterward. Families deserve answers. Friends deserve answers. When everybody involved in a tragic situation loses their life, the entire story becomes speculation, rumors, internet narratives, and confusion. Nobody truly knows exactly what happened except the people who were there. And if they're all gone, the truth can disappear with them. That's another reason why surviving dangerous situations matters even beyond yourself. The internet also has a tendency to turn serious situations into entertainment. People joke, create memes, and spread rumors without thinking about the emotional weight carried by the families and loved ones involved. What becomes viral content online could represent one of the worst days of somebody else's life. That's why conversations like these should always be approached carefully and respectfully instead of treating real pain like entertainment. Another thing worth discussing is how social pressure can influence young people. Sometimes the internet creates unrealistic expectations about toughness and loyalty. People online may criticize somebody for running away from danger, but those same people usually are not the ones dealing with the emotional trauma, fear, or long-term consequences afterward. It's easy to talk tough from a safe distance, but being in an actual life-threatening situation is completely different. Real strength isn't always about standing in harm's way. Sometimes real strength is surviving difficult situations, learning from them, and making better decisions moving forward. A lot of people who have lived through dangerous lifestyles later admit they wish they had focused more on peace, stability, family, and building a future instead of trying to impress people around them. Situations like this should also remind people how valuable life really is. Every life lost creates pain that spreads far beyond what the public sees online. Families lose loved ones, friends lose people they grew up with, communities lose potential, children lose role models, and often the emotional damage lasts for years. These situations don't just disappear after social media stops talking about them. Another major lesson here is conflict resolution. Many tragic situations begin with unresolved problems, pride, misunderstandings, or ongoing tension between groups of people. Younger generations should pay attention to how quickly conflict can spiral into permanent consequences. Something that begins with arguments, online disrespect, or personal issues can eventually turn into tragedy if nobody chooses to move differently. That's why positive leadership and mentorship matter so much in communities. Young people need examples showing that success, growth, and respect don't have to come from dangerous lifestyles or constant conflict. More conversations need to focus on education, business, creativity, family, and building opportunities rather than glorifying chaos and destruction. At the end of the day, the biggest takeaway from situations like this should not be about making jokes or choosing sides. The real lesson is understanding how quickly life can change and how important awareness, preparation, maturity, and decision-making truly are. The environments people stay around, the choices they make, and the people they surround themselves with can all influence the direction their lives go. Hopefully, conversations like these encourage more people to think carefully about the consequences connected to dangerous lifestyles and the importance of protecting their future, their peace, and the people who care about them.